Hi, in this video I'll show you what's new in AI Lab version 1.2.0 and version 1.3.0. Let's start with the quick start prompts. The prompt templates that previously had to be downloaded from our website can now also be found behind the home icon, and you can load them directly inside the application. This overview is also shown automatically whenever no image is loaded. In version 1.3.0, the templates are now additionally sorted by category. You can now also rename images directly inside AI Lab. This works via right-click, with the F2 shortcut as you may know it from Windows, or with the Enter key as you may know it from macOS. In addition, the images in the thumbnail bar at the bottom can now not only be sorted by file name, but also by creation date or modification date. Besides the right-click menu, you can also find this option in the Settings dialog. When creating or editing a prompt for the library, you can still enable or disable the included reference images individually for each tab in the Save dialog simply by clicking on them. Reference images that are disabled for a specific tab are displayed grayed out. That covers the new features in version 1.2.0. The most important new feature in version 1.3.0 is certainly the addition of several GPT Image 2 models. In general, we distinguish between 1K and 2.8K models, with 2.8K currently being the highest resolution available for GPT Image 2. We also differentiate between fast, standard, and complex models, which differ in the level of prompt interpretation detail as well as the general understanding of input images and prompts. The fast model is very inexpensive, but we decided not to offer a 2.8K variant because, despite the higher cost, it does not produce better results than an upscaled 1K image. To prevent the model list from becoming endlessly long in daily use, you can now configure in the Settings dialog which models should appear in this selection menu. You can also open the Settings dialog directly via Activate More. Don't be surprised that the Flux models from Black Forest Labs have been automatically disabled. Black Forest Labs grants itself very extensive rights regarding the use of your images, so we thought users should consciously decide whether to use their models, instead of simply assuming that a German company would take data privacy more seriously than other companies. If you want to know exactly how each provider handles your data, we have linked the respective terms directly here. Apart from that, there are also a few smaller additions in version 1.3.0. The image generation process can now be canceled. The tokens will still be charged because the image is already being processed by the provider and we also have to pay for it. However, if you are sure you won't need the result under any circumstances, this can save valuable waiting time. Another new feature is that images from Photoshop can now be transferred in full resolution. This may be somewhat slower, but in some situations it still makes sense to work with high resolutions. In addition, 16-bit TIFF images are now loaded and displayed correctly. Have fun with the new version of AI Lab.